What if I told you the Philippines we know today, its religion, cities, language, and even the way people celebrate holidays was drastically reshaped by a foreign power over 300 years ago? This isn't just about flags and empires. This is the story of how Spanish colonization of the Philippines forever transformed the soul of a nation. From the rise of Catholicism to the birth of Filipino identity, the legacy of Spain is hidden in plain sight across the islands. Stay with us as we reveal the untold impact of Spanish rule and how it still echoes through Filipino life today. Welcome back to Unrevealed Facts. If you're passionate about history that shaped nations, you're in the right place. In 1521, Ferdinand Magellan's arrival in the Philippines marked the beginning of a new chapter. Though he was killed in Mactan, his journey opened the door for Spain. By 1565, Miguel López de Legazpi established the first permanent Spanish settlement in Cebu. Thus began over 3 centuries of Spanish colonization of the Philippines, a period that redefined politics, religion, language, and identity. The Spanish didn't just occupy the islands. They imposed a new order that rewired everything from government to the calendar. One of the most lasting impacts of Spanish rule was the introduction of Christianity, particularly Roman Catholicism. Spanish friars weren't just preachers. They were power brokers, educators, and community leaders. They built grand churches, converted local rulers, and replaced indigenous beliefs with Christian doctrine. Over time, Catholicism became more than a religion. It became part of Filipino identity. Today, the Philippines remains the only predominantly Catholic country in Asia, a direct legacy of Spanish influence in the Philippines. Did you know that many Filipino surnames are Spanish? That's because in 1849, Governor-General Narciso Claveria issued a decree requiring Filipinos to adopt Spanish-style family names. Beyond names, the Spanish language also left its imprint. Though Spanish is no longer widely spoken, over 4,000 Spanish words are part of everyday Filipino languages like Tagalog and Cebuano. Even the word Filipino itself comes from King Philip II of Spain. The nation was quite literally named after a foreign monarch. Under Spanish rule, society became rigidly stratified. At the top were Spanish-born elites, followed by mixed-race mestizos, and then native Filipinos or Indios at the bottom. Corruption and abuse were rampant, and native voices were often silenced. But resistance grew. From local uprisings to national revolutions, Filipinos began to fight back. Heroes like José Rizal used words and ideas, while others like Andrés Bonifacio took up arms. The Philippine Revolution of 1896 was the beginning of the end of Spanish domination. When Spain ceded the Philippines to the U.S. in 1898, the colonial chapter didn't close, it evolved. Yet the Spanish influence remains deeply embedded in Filipino life. The architecture of Manila, the fiestas in every town, the Catholic Mass on Sundays, even family customs and food like adobo and lechon carry Spanish DNA. Understanding Philippine history means recognizing how Spanish colonization of the Philippines didn't just conquer land, it rewrote culture. The Philippines today is a vibrant mix of indigenous roots and foreign legacies. Spain's rule changed the islands forever, but it also sparked a fire that led to freedom and national pride. If this story opened your eyes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Unrevealed Facts for more incredible histories that shaped the world.